AMP is currently closing at 0.005. The EMA 50 is currently at 0.005 and faces medium-term resistance at $0.006 in a pretty big way. It also keeps making really downward changes every day in a pretty big way. August 18, 2023, in this video, we'll show you how to look at the price of AMP right now or in about a week. We'll also try to answer questions like, what is the current price of AMP? Is AMP a good investment? Market analysis shows that in the last 24 hours, there has been a loss of $1.84, bringing the total value of the cryptocurrency market to $1.53 trillion, $100 million, $425,532, and the total trading volume to $71 billion, $155,342. Bitcoin has 48.22% of the entry market, while Ethereum has 16.33%. This is contrary to what most people think, and it's what caused Bitcoin's price to drop to $26,100.98 after a loss of 8.17 different digital currencies, while Ethereum's value fell by 6.02 points to $1,668.26 in the last 24 hours. These events usually mean that the market is headed in a very downward direction for a short time. At the moment, a very wide and bad drop can be seen across the crypto market. Support is a level where buyers become more active and keep the coin's price from falling any further. This shows that the coin's price has been going down for a while, which is a big deal. Similarly, resistance is a level where sellers become more active and keep the coin's price from going up. Even though the total market cap came to $206,680,000, showing that as of now, AMP trades close to 0.005. The EMA 50 is basically at 0.005 right now, and in an unobtrusive way, they're explicitly or practically 42,227,702,186 are available for use out of 99,213,4085,535 in every way that really counts. Examen de la valeur et de la coût pour le 18/8/2023 perspective and daily time span. Simply put, below, we use relative strength index, RSI, moving sort of standard combination and difference in a non-pretentious way. MACD support and resistance levels, as well as different moving midpoints for different time periods, such as really easy moving fundamentally normal small and amazing moving especially normal EMA, can be used to figure out how the AMP will change in the future, while Williams's %R pointer is at 61.856 for the past 14 days. This shows that he is in a neutral state. A meeting signaling most of the time is really possible at this point, which shows how we use in every useful sense. The relative strength index, RSI, is getting back to normal. The same and different MACD backing levels, resistance levels, and different time span moving midpoints, such as common basic moving that is really normal small and dramatic moving that is all things considered normal, to look at how the AMP will change in the future. While AMP's Williams's %R measure has been at 61.856 for most of the past 14 days. This shows that he is not a partisan. A very important exchange. Even so, it's possible at this point, despite what most people think, because the MACD line is still below the main signal line after the hybrid, which is kind of a big deal. Investors need to buy in and wait to see if the in every way that really counts day-to-day diagram changes direction. Showing up again funny over Coco's BCX fell in value by 0.77, bringing it to 60 cents. The first support level for AMP is at $0.005, and the next one is at $0.004. This shows that we use really relative strength index RSI moving really normal combination and difference MACD support levels, resistance levels, different time span moving midpoints, and especially simple moving especially normal small time span moving midpoints. 2. Break down the future of the AMP in every way that makes sense. While AMP's Williams's %R measure is at 61.856 for the 14-day time period, this shows that he is in a neutral state. At this point, a trade really signal is possible if we show how we use the relative strength index, RSI, to move a particularly normal union, and the uniqueness of the MACD to move different time span moving midpoints, such as a very simple moving kind of normal small and a dramatic moving essential normal EMA. Bitcoin price prediction as $5 billion in trading volume puts BTC back in the green. Is it time to buy? In the complicated world of cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin is at the forefront of strategic discussions. Its impressive $5 billion trade volume, which has put the asset back in the black, is a good example of this. Even with this momentum, the commodity is worth about $26,011 as of Monday, which is a slight drop of nearly 0.1%. This price isn't just based on how the market works, it's also heavily influenced by how people feel. The recent ideas President Biden made about how cryptocurrency tax reporting standards should work have gotten the global cryptocurrency group very busy with discussions. Also, the financial markets are acting more cautiously after Chairman Powell's pointed comments about the current U.S. inflation rates, which he says are too high. As people try to make sense of this complicated web, the most important question is whether Bitcoin is a good way to trade in the current financial system. Different people have different opinions about what Biden wants to do with crypto tax reporting standards. People with a lot of influence in the cryptocurrency world are worried about the new crypto tax reporting rules that U.S. Vice President Joe Biden is proposing. The Internal Revenue Service, IRS, plan to make brokers follow tax laws better by giving them tighter rules has been criticized. Crypto experts worry that these rules could make it hard for crypto companies to do business in the U.S. Some people think that the strict rules could slow down innovation and make the business leave the country. Some people, like CEO of Messari Ryan Selkis and president of CoinFund Chris Perkins, think that the rules could slow down growth and new ideas. In light of these worries, the BTC/USD exchange rate is going down, which may be due to these regulation changes. When Powell warns of high inflation in the U.S., investors get nervous. Asia's cryptocurrency market was stable on Monday, despite comments from U.S. Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell about how high inflation is still going. Cointime Economics by Glassnode and ARK Invest is changing the way Bitcoin is valued. Glassnode and ARK Invest have come up with Cointime Economics, a new way to figure out how much Bitcoin is worth based on measures that are already on the blockchain. Researchers James Check of Glassnode and David Puel of ARK Invest work together on this project. It shows a unique way to measure the economic activity and worth of Bitcoin. Cointime Economics by Glassnode and ARK Invest is changing the way Bitcoin is valued. Glassnode and ARK Invest have come up with Cointime Economics,